YouTube? What's going on? Hope y'all doing good today. Hope y'all enjoyed that last video I put up. Working out with the team. Shout out Charmaine for putting all that together, getting this all out to RVA Iron. Today, because my videos are not just about me lifting and bodybuilding, but also about tech, cars, you know, just general vlog stuff, we're switching it up. So I'm gonna take you guys along, or I guess I should say, I'm gonna bring you guys along for me installing my new Koyorad Radiator for my WRX. So if you're interested in that, make sure you stick around. No matter what, I appreciate you guys always supporting me. Make sure if you like the video, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. But let's get through the rest of this leg workout, and then we can go ahead and get to installing the radiator.
Drop, yo.
Ooh, let me turn that down. Don't need no copyright strikes. Anyway, all right, so just finished up leg day. Very, very good leg day. Very happy with it. If you like the workout, make sure you hit that like, subscribe. You can actually go hop on my Instagram. I'll leave it somewhere on the screen, or definitely down in the description box below if you want to see more like dedicated workout content. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling. Let's get home. Let's get back to the house so I can start working on this car, get this Koyorad radiator installed. I gotta swing by Advanced Auto Parts or AutoZone or something like that, go pick up a few parts first and some coolant. But after that, we'll be back at the house and working on the car. So I will see y'all when we get there. All right, so it's been a couple hours. I've had a chance to sit down, eat, relax for a little bit after the workout. It was a really good leg day. Hope you guys enjoyed that. But like I said before, today's video is gonna be different. It's gonna be all about the WRX, because my channel, I don't want it to be just about working out and bodybuilding. This is going to be like a vlog encompassing everything, as most vlogs are, honestly. So that includes my passion for my car, which is a 2016 WRX. Today, if you saw the thumbnail, obviously, we're installing a Koyorad radiator. This came just in time because it's summer and starting to heat up. I'm not trying to have my car overheat on me. I picked this up specifically from Arlan over at JenSpeed Solutions. I'll make sure I leave them up on the screen and down in the description box below. I grabbed this part. He definitely recommended it, especially with the plans that we have going on for the car. Picked up a few other parts. You're going to see those in upcoming videos. So shout out to Arlan at JenSpeed Solutions. You can find them on Facebook as well. If you've got a Subaru, like a WRX, STI, BRZ, F486, I mean, they're all the same. Definitely join that Facebook group. Get in there. It's a great community to be a part of. But anyway, like I said, this is going to encompass the 2016 WRX. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long watching the videos that I've seen on YouTube. It doesn't seem to be too difficult to task. And I guess we should probably get to it. Now, it's raining right now, like it just started 5-10 minutes ago. So I'm kind of thankful for that, because that means it's cooled off significantly. I'm not looking forward to how humid it's going to get later on, but hopefully I'm not out here too long taking care of this. To go along with the radiator, I went to Advanced Auto and picked up some more coolant, because obviously you're going to need this. I figured it makes sense just to drain everything, drain all the coolant that I have now and just put fresh coolant in there. And then I picked up this this spill-free funnel. Also another key thing I saw on somebody else's YouTube video. This is going to help when I'm bleeding the system of all the air and the coolant. That way we don't have any issues going forward. So I've done enough talking. Let me set you guys down and let's get to the build. This isn't going to be like one of those install videos where it's like, this is what you do for step 1, step 2, step 3. This is just me installing it. I'm a wannabe certified YouTube mechanic, kind of like most car people out there. Like, we watch videos on YouTube for how to install parts and we think, all right, that should be it. And we kind of cross our fingers and our toes and hope that nothing goes wrong. Y'all pray for me that nothing goes wrong and that this isn't too difficult. So, like I said, let me stop rambling. Let me put y'all down and get to installing. right, so obviously I have the car up on jack stand so that I can drain the coolant out of the system that we have in there right now. I went ahead and took off the front shroud as well as the snorkel for the intake kit that we have. That's going to be the first 2 steps that I remember off the top of my head. I know I need to get down underneath the car to actually start draining the coolant. I got a couple buckets around here. Hopefully the buckets are big enough. I don't see it being an issue. 100% confident that if 1 bucket doesn't capture it all, 2 buckets for sure will. And then after that, I'll go ahead and start pulling hoses off and then go from there. Obviously you guys saw we've got the radiator draining all the coolant right now. It should be done here fairly soon. There's another plug under there that you guys saw that you actually have to unscrew to get the flow going, and then obviously you can take off the cap for the radiator right here to kind of get the flow really going and help it drain faster. Also, I went ahead and unplugged the fan connection down there. That way I don't have to worry about yanking on it while I'm pulling it up. That was fairly simple. Right now I'm going to work on taking out the coolant, or unhooking the coolant reservoir. I already went ahead and pulled out the hose. That's pretty freaking dirty. I'm gonna have to clean that up. But I already pulled the hose out of the overflow tank. I got my pliers here. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on taking off this coolant hose here. Just a little tip, there's another coolant hose down that we're gonna take off later. What I suggest, because I've seen a few people in videos mess this up, is while you're down there, after you take off that connection for the fans, squeeze that radiator hose, because there's going to be leftover coolant in there. Squeeze as much out of that as possible. That way you have less mess whenever we're going to take off hose later. So just something I kind of learned from watching other YouTubers do it. But yeah, right now I'm going to go ahead and work on this overflow tank, get this hose off, and then wait for the radiator to finish draining, and we'll go ahead and move forward.
Well, I guess pumping it didn't do the whole job. I should probably grab a rag. There we go. Second hose off.
All the coolant has drained out. So now that everything is drained out, good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and work on pulling out the original radiator. Looking at it now, we've got 1 bolt here holding this harness in, and then another bolt here holding this harness in. And then honestly, barring anything else getting in the way, like say for like my O2 sensor right there, probably not focusing, but O2 sensor wire right here. Hopefully don't snag on anything like that. We shouldn't, honestly. Already got the cable unplugged from the bottom, so theoretically, oh nope, there's another plug on the other side for the other fan. I'm gonna go ahead and reach down, grab that, and then go ahead and pull the radiator out. Oh! So you can see how gross the stock radiator is. Obviously it's never been taken out, never been serviced or anything from the previous owner. Got foam on the sides of it. Make sure it doesn't get damaged in shipping. Foam down. You just got to rip it open. All right. Oh man, no. Do y'all see that? Yo, look at that. Come on, man. Come on, no. Let me hit up Arlan. So, just got off the phone with Arlan. Everything's good. Now, I know that this isn't gonna affect the performance of the radiator at all anyway. It's more cosmetic than anything. It just sucks that it comes damaged right out the box. But it's one of those things where, like, I even talked to my friends about it briefly. It was just like, no one's gonna see it anyway. And the only person that's gonna know it's there is me and obviously the people who I've told, which is 10 at most, just people in the group. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with the install because honestly, Arlan let me know, he's like, hey, we can do a claim, you send it back, we'll get you a brand new one, everything will be good to go. And while that would be cool if I lived closer to like Koyorad or something like that, something where like I know I would get it tomorrow, I would have done it. But you know, I'd rather just go ahead and go on with the install. It's really not gonna hurt anything. It's only just like a small portion of the fins anyway. It sucks that they're smashed, but it is what it is. It's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with the install. Like I said, so that means that we're gonna be swapping out some of the brackets as well as the fans and then get this thing back in the car. All right, very simple swap over, obviously. Thankfully, Koyorad sends you new hardware to go into the fans because that one right there is pretty rusted. You guys probably can't see because it's not focusing, but it's there, it's rusted. So it's nice that they give you new hardware to put the fans in. Still need to clean off this hose right here for the overflow tank. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put on the overflow reservoir and then get this thing back in there. You can see it comes with a nice new drain plug, so that's cool. You can get the hoses on, get all the connectors connected again, all the clips put back on, and then we can go ahead and start filling the radiator and bleed the system of all the air and get it good to go, and we'll be done. So let's go ahead and keep moving forward because we're almost there. Finish line is, it's right there. Alright, well, as you guys can see behind me, currently burping the car for any air bubbles in the coolant system, but that's going to go ahead and end it for today. We have successfully installed the Koyorad radiator for the 2016 WRX. Hopefully this provides the engine with some serious cooling that it needs, especially like I said before, it's summertime here in Virginia, and even though it was just raining earlier, it's been hitting 90s the last few days, so the car is definitely going to benefit from this. Hopefully there's a front mount intercooler coming in the future, who knows, we'll see. As always, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch these videos. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing. That would really help the channel, especially if you guys use one of my discount codes on the various things that I have discount codes for. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for using those codes. Always make sure that I thank you guys personally as well. But yeah, stick around. There's going to be more mods coming from the Subaru in the future. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys next time. Y'all take it easy.